Hi kids, my name's Loretta Lynn Puddin'.
And I'm Tater Toddingsley.
Welcome back to week 27 of Amped Online. If this is your first week with us, we're so glad you're here.
Be sure to have your parents text 704-343-8955. We will be sending you some cool stuff in our mailboxes. This month, we're talking about friendship. Today is all about how friends encourage one another in everything they do. Stay tuned for a funny Bible story about Elijah and Elisha.
We are best friends, but we are very different. I'm a cowgirl.
And I'm a cheerleader, but we still get along even though we're so different. We are best friends. Pom-poms are great for cheering someone on. That's what friends do. Encouragement from a friend can really get us through hard times. I have a great story for you about two men who really lived out that part of friendship. It comes from the books of 1st and 2nd Kings. These books are history books. They tell the story of God's people before Jesus came to earth. In these books, we can read about the kings who ruled God's people after King David. While a few of these kings followed God, most of them did not, sadly. The kingdom fell apart, but God still cared about his people. He loved them so much that he sent prophets to speak his words. One of these prophets was a man named Elijah. Watch our story. Yay!
Not long before the Lord took Elijah up into heaven in a strong wind, Elijah and Elisha were leaving Gilgal. Elijah said to Elisha, "The Lord wants me to go to Bethel, but you must stay here." Elisha replied, "I swear by the living Lord and by your own life that I will stay with you no matter what." And he went with Elijah to Bethel. A group of prophets who lived there asked Elisha, "Do you know that today the Lord is going to take away your master?" "Yes, I do," Elisha answered, "but don't remind me of it." Elijah then said, "Elisha, now the Lord wants me to go to Jericho, but you must stay here." Elisha replied, "I swear by the living Lord and by your own life that I will stay with you no matter what." And he went with Elijah to Jericho.
Wherever we go, whatever we do, we're gonna go through it together. We may not go far, but sure as a star. Wherever we are, it's together. Wherever I go, I know he goes. Wherever I go, I know he goes. No fits, no fights, no feuds, and no ego. We go together, through thick and through thin, all out or all in, and whether it's wind, place, or show. With you for me and me for you, we'll follow through whatever we do together, wherever we go.
Wherever we go, whatever we do, we're gonna go through it together. We may not go far, but sure as a star. Wherever we are, it's together.
Wherever I go, I know he goes. Wherever I go, I know he goes. No fits, no fights, no feuds, and no ego. We go together, through thick and through thin, all out or all in, and whether it's wind, place, or shore. With you for me and me for you, we'll muddle through whatever we do together, wherever we go.
Elijah then said to Elisha, "Now the Lord wants me to go to the Jordan River, but you must stay here." Elisha replied, I swear by the living Lord and by your own life that I will never leave you." So the two of them walked on together. 50 prophets followed Elijah and Elisha from Jericho, then stood at a distance and watched as the two men walked towards the river. When they got there, Elijah took off his coat and he rolled it up and struck the water. At once, a path opened up through the river, and the two of them walked across it on dry ground. After they had reached the other side, Elijah said, "Elisha, the Lord will soon take me away. What can I do for you before that happens?" Elisha answered, "Please, give me twice as much of your power as you give the other prophets, so I can be the one who takes your place as their leader." "It won't be easy," Elijah answered. "It can happen only if you see me as I am being taken away." Elijah and Elisha were walking along and talking, when suddenly there appeared between them a flaming chariot pulled by fiery horses. Right away, a strong wind took Elijah up into heaven. Elisha saw this and shouted, "Israel's cavalry and chariots have taken my master away!" After Elijah had gone, Elisha tore his clothes in sorrow. Elisha's coat had fallen off, so Elisha picked it up and walked back to the Jordan River. He struck the water with the coat and wondered, "Will the Lord perform miracles for me as he did for Elijah?" As soon as Elisha did this, a dry path opened up through the water, and he walked across. When the prophets from Jericho saw what happened, they said to each other, "Elisha now has Elijah's power." They walked over to him and bowed down.
The Bible verse for today comes from 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 11. "So encourage one another with the hope that you have. Build each other up." The bottom line for today is, friends encourage one another.
Now it's craft time!
Today you will be making your very own power gadget. This can be some kind of tool that gives you your own superpowers. Draw or build your own source of power. It can be anything. Maybe talk about what superpower you want and how you would build yours.
Now watch Molly and Lindsay. They'll show you how to make this super craft.
Yay!
Hey guys, it's me, Mario.
And Luigi.
And for this week's craft, you guys are going to be making your very own power gadget.
So what this means is you're going to pick out a superhero power that you've always wanted, and you're going to make something that goes along with that power. So we picked flying. So we're going to make a power gadget that helps us fly.
The supplies you'll need for your craft will be anything that you want to use to make your power gadget just around your house. We're using balloons,
Puffballs,
markers,
stickers,
some clothespins,
and glue. Stay tuned. Now we're going to decorate our flying objects, also known as chairs.
and that is how you make your power gadget, everyone.
Woo! Molly won. Bye, guys. We'll see you next week. Ow.
Now let's watch Debbie show us her special talent.
Hi, my name is Debbie. This is Gizmo, and I have a super cool talent to share with you. I can say the alphabet backwards in record time. You ready? Alright. CYXWTSRQPONMOKJHGFBDCBA. Can you do that? You go ahead and try it.
Today has been all about friends and how friends encourage one another. You saw a story about two friends who stayed with each other until the very end. Elijah ended up going to heaven to be with Jesus, and Elisha watched the whole thing.
This week's challenge is to make your own Jesus mobile that would take you up to heaven. Have fun with it. You can make yours from a box, Play-Doh. You can draw yours, whatever you want to do. Just take a picture of it and send it to Lindsay@headingwest.org or text them to 704-582-9819 by this Wednesday, September 23rd, for the chance to win a mystery prize box. Yay!
I love the big prize!
Yay!
This week's weekly challenge is to make your own Jesus mobile. You can make it from a box, Play-Doh, draw it, or however you want to make it. Just have fun with it. Send your pictures in to Lindsay@headingwest.org or text them to 704-582-9819 by this Wednesday, September 23rd, for the chance to win a mystery prize box. Hi guys! Earlier you saw a puppet story about Elijah and his best friend Alicia. They were so encouraging to one another, and that's our bottom line for today. Friends encourage one another. There are so many ways that you can be encouraging to your friends. When they're nervous about something or going through a hard time, just always encourage them and they'll do the same back to you.
Don't forget to have your parents text the word AMPED to 704-343-8955 if you're not on our mailing list already.
Remember to get your weekly challenge pictures submitted by this Wednesday to be entered into our drawing for the mystery gift